Good evening, and welcome back to Underrail. Last time we entered the Arc power facility and took the computer offline while rerouting power to everywhere else in the Deep Caverns. Probably don't need all of those anymore. Probably very slightly over-prepared. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Our next goal is to attempt to find the human that the Faceless mentioned last time. This definitely isn't it, but oh. More materials. So, that eats through the battery like nothing, but I think we can all agree it does its job of neutralizing specific types of enemies very nicely. Hydropneumatic accumulator. Ooh, that's heavy. That's probably a key item. Tell you what, I'll trade you. You notice how this says it's a mineral oil-based hydraulic fluid? If for whatever reason you had come down to Deep Cavern first and then finished and did Dude's quest, I believe I saw that you could use this as an alternative to the gun oil in that base. That said, we do need a couple of these. This is a relatively safe place, I think, so we'll just store extra grenades here and come back as needed. That is not why I entered here, for the record. I just came to take a look. Well, I guess I should look at the robot. Nothing. Yeah, if you by chance got here and still needed a decent weapon, or if you messed up something along the way, you have plenty to work with. Well, let's look in this one. Easy enough. And easy enough to just close back. We'll take a peek in there when we're done over here, I guess. Oh, hold up. Oh, I thought that was oddity. I have not done a crossbow run yet. Don't know if I ever will. But, oh, okay, so that's for that. But, that would be one of the only remaining types of builds I would need to try out at some point. Oh, and I was still wearing the night vision. I don't actually remember if these are primarily melee or not. I suppose if you can put them down that easy, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Ooh. Being in a jar. Some things are best left unexplained for 4 oddity points. Well, I need to recharge it. So let's give this one a spin. Don't know who got back here, but they, didn't have much, that's for sure. Okay, that was kind of underwhelming, all considered. You know what, I guess we'll keep that one on for now just to improve our detection. Actually, what's the penalty on this? Ooh. That bit is a little unfortunate. We'll switch to it as needed. This might be where the dude is. Ooh, 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 ooh. I think we found our place. A terrified man leaps out of the locker, his former sanctuary, and pushes you aside. Despite his age, his movements are swift and agile, yet, as it usually comes with old age, this fear-driven overexertion is likely to pain him once he comes to a full rest. He raises his crossbow, taking a shaky aim at your face. Words come out of his mouth as quickly as he did from the locker, and are carried by a quivering, talky voice. What you doing here, intruder? Eh? Move one finger, and I'll launch a bolt through your hollow skull. Calm down, I'm not here to cause trouble. Can you please put the weapon down? Not so fast, intruder, not so fast. He squeezes the crossbow even harder. First, I want you to tell me who you are and what in the echoing words of reason are you doing in my damn house? I'm Bacon and I'm lost in the Deep Caverns. I've been trying to find a way out, but I suppose I found this shack of yours. Hey, it's not a shack. Forget about that. Now you're not one of those devils, Tchortists by any chance? No. His tense stare lasts for a few more silent moments before slowly losing intensity. He lowers his weapon as well, but still maintains alertness. I am Leo. I am Leo. I am Leo. I'd say nice to meet you, but I don't know if I'd be honest about it. No. Look, I swear I'm not here to do you any harm, old man. In fact, I might even need your help. Why do I want to help someone who broke into my house? Because you're a good man and your knowledge of the area is extensive, I hope. Oh, actually, you know what? You might need something in exchange. Heh. That's my kind of talking, intruder. I do have something in mind for you. Tell me what you need, old man. I lost something very important to me. Very dear, very valuable. 6 days ago, I believe it was, or 7, I was scavenging around the complex for supplies when I ran into, Tchortists, yes. And I had to run for my life. Devils. I ran from them, and after I got back here, I realized I dropped my knife somewhere along the way. Lost it. It was so pretty, had a handle made from bone. Bone. A beauty, yes. I need it back, so if you can find it, I'd be very thankful. I could help you. I know stuff. Only if you help me. But you ought to be careful. There's been a lot of fighting between Tchortists and the mass, so watch out. Did I forget something? Yeah. The place where I ran into the patrol was west of the storages. Yes, west. Piece of cake. See you soon, Leo. And since we're coming back here anyway, I'm gonna put all super relevant items right here for the time being. That'll free us up a little bit of carry capacity. And also, since we're not going to... Well, we might still deal with robots, so I guess I'll keep the combat knife on hand, but I want to use the claw some more. Or was it the Ripper? Of course. But you missed. Good job. Oh. That is unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. Hoping for a clean exit, but that's apparently not in the cards. Do the puff puff. Oh boy. Hmm. So well, you know what? Hmm. Yeah, no, first we're just gonna blast them like that. Nice. But then stasis. Yes, yes, come on. Shield's still good. Drop the plasma. Catch everything. Nice. And that should be all of them. Oh, of course I'm still in combat. Ah, that's where he was. Oh, look at him. He's stuck around. And everything was perfectly fine. Fossilized egg, unborn life made stone eons ago. Hauntingly beautiful. Worth 1 oddity point. So, onwards we go. So it'll be west of here. Go ahead and save again because we're about to have to start dealing with that presence again. And because of that, we can just disable stealth. No sense in moving more slowly than we need to. In a few seconds, you'll see why you don't want to stay here too long. Nope, made it. Just gonna wait right here. Oh, the presence just completely deleted itself. Or it overlapped with the 20 stacks. Yeah, I doubt it's in here. The coat of paint covering the machine has mostly peeled, but you can still make out the label, which reads Organic Processor. The sizable transparent container on the left side can be opened and is presumably where organic matter can be placed. The two large screens beside the machine do not seem to be operational. What a shame. Mutagen scanner operational. Well, there's 20 stacks, which becomes the Eye of Chort. And now it just endlessly renews until we get out of here. There's a reason why it's bad, but... and that's why. You got Chortlings that'll spawn. I think it only occurs once per area. Nope. 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 They just completely populated the area. Okay. First, we move back in here, which should let the status wear off. And then we step back out. I'm not sure if they are still there, however. Oh, they are. Great. Drilling pump shaft, I'll take it since it seems to be weightless. You just walked right. No, you didn't. Okay. Okay, and there are in fact enemies here. Whoopsie. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, as long as we're here with 20 stacks, everything is just objectively worse. But there isn't much you can do about it. Vicious. I feel like a siphoner would spawn here if it had the room to. Oh, nice. So as long as we keep stealth up, we should be fine, even if we have Eye of Chort active. Pendulums, a set of 4 identical metal balls, each suspended by 2 strings. When you set them in motion, interesting things happen, worth 2 oddity points. Hmm. Well, that's a nice spread, actually. And this is, of course, where we came in at. Okay, guess we're gonna have to go even further. Ooh. Wait, did it enter stealth? Or did it despawn? One of the Racifors lifts his weapon at the very first sight of your indistinguishable contour, shouting for the rest of the guards. The Faceless, they're attacking again. Cold. Fire. Fire. Before he gets the chance to unleash a hail of bullets he seems so keen on unleashing, one of the other, significantly taller Racifor guards stops him. Hold it, brother. That could be one of our own. The edgy Racifor slowly lowers his weapon while his comrade turns to you. You there, identify yourself. Let's see. I am a Tchortist, brothers, just like you. I come from the Institute. Two of them look at each other. Come closer, but do so slowly. Approach the barricade. That's good enough. As you come to a full stop, all eyes fall on you in an act of great scrutiny. Where's your robe, brother? Only an idiot would wear a Tchortist robe in faceless infested caves. I don't want to get cold on sight. Besides, their attack on the Institute was sudden and I didn't have the time to grab my robe. That makes sense. Tchort is evolution, brother. Evolution is Tchort. Good, now if you can... I'm not convinced. The Amberets surely know our greetings, brother. Let's ask him something that only a Tchortist would know, something that will surely prove he is one of us. The taller Racifor ponders for a moment before asking you the question. What was the last name of the Biocore Armed Forces captain who escorted Iodine to Deep Caverns during their expedition? Only those who have read the original report can possibly know the answer. I don't remember. For the time being, I want to say either Brandon. Let's say Sagan and see what happens. Oh. That is correct. I think that is all the proof we need. You can enter Cytosine Outpost, brother. I'd like to talk to whoever's in charge here. His Excellency, Harmost Stavros, can be found in his office. Go straight, then left to get to it. I'm sure he'd want to know what's going on over at the Institute. Chort guide you, brother. Chort guide you too. Yay. We didn't get... Wait. Creeping Dread stacks here too? Oh. This might get messy. The man wearing an intricately decorated preservation uniform stands before the large desk, behind the large desk. Immediately, your eyes are drawn to a symbol on his robe, and all familiar eyes surrounded with equidistant tentacles. 4, in this instance. A hulking guard in the room stands still in silence. Silence which consumes the room as His Excellency patiently awaits your salutation. Place your hand on your chest and bow down slightly. Toward his evolution, Your Excellency. Oh, whoops. Just there. Harmost Stavros answers in a confident, booming voice of a middle-aged man. Evolution is Tchort. I am Harmost Stavros. Welcome to Cytosine Outpost. And Bacon. Pleased to meet you. Now, Bacon, I'd like you to tell me what in Tchort's magnificence is happening at the Institute building. Let's see. The faceless attack on the Institute of Tchort was devastating. They left no one alive. He stops for a moment before resuming with an unchanged tone of voice. No one? Iodine? No one, not even Iodine. Stavros lowers his head slightly. No. He turns toward the only guard in the room, and then their stares meet. Then he looks directly at you. The information regarding Iodine's death must not leave this room. Are we clear? Morale is already too low for us to bury it further into the ground. If anyone asks you, Iodine is still alive and resisting the Faceless with the rest of the preservation forces. Again, are we clear on that, Bacon? Yes, Your Excellency. Very well. Very well. So, to summarize, Iodine is dead, and we can expect no reinforcements. No one to relieve us. Basically, we are alone. I had to say so. Fine. We will then have to deal with the situation to the best of our abilities. Adapt and overcome. One more question, Bacon, before we are finished. How did you manage to get down here, and are you alone? Before his death, Iodine sent me to help with Tchort's defense, and I am alone. The elevator stopped working during the descent, but a lucky opening in the wall saved me. Let's see. The Faceless must have disabled the elevator in order to cut us off. However, who are you to earn yourself Iodine's trust enough for him to send you alone? I've never seen you before, so you must have joined the Institute of Tchort during my relatively short absence. And I've too never seen Iodine so favorable toward a novitiate. A lot has happened during your absence. Let's leave it at that. He looks at you for a few quiet moments before continuing. A lot has happened. That I cannot deny, Bacon. Now, did Iodine make any attempts at coming down with you? According to the emergency plan we had, he was supposed to go to Chort, but from what you told me, I somehow draw a conclusion that he didn't make any such attempts. He did, but he never made it. In the end, I suppose that is the least relevant thing now. He sighs. Alright, Bacon, you've earned yourself some rest. Should you need supplies, speak to Rasifor Prevlik in the armory. Word of caution, though, he'd been injured during the battle with the Devolved and is still severely traumatized. He is very unstable, so do not speak with him about the current events so not to upset him. Am I clear? Keep the talk minimal, and watch what you say. And also remember, the official word is that Iodine is alive and well, and that the situation at the Institute of Chort is stable. If that is clear, you are free to leave unless you have any further questions. I've been experiencing this aching sensation in my head ever since I came to this place. Why is that so? See, I presume you haven't been prepared for your descent, so I understand why you've been feeling these sensations. It takes some time for Chort to probe the minds of those who wander into its domain, and the process might feel uncomfortable for the untrained Tchortists such as yourself. However, for others, those whom Chort perceives as threats are simply unwanted. For those, the effects will be much more severe. Can you tell me more about Chort? Chort is formless, you know that, but not mindless. It can exert its mental influence over this whole area of Deep Caverns, Cytosine Outpost, the whole hollow Earth, and of course Nucleus, and does so by controlling its minions, who follow its will and, in this case, helped us fight the Faceless. You have probably encountered some already. They are everywhere. It is the same ability it uses to speak to Iodine, who is most attuned to Chort's mind and understands it the best. The sole reason why Iodine is the only one allowed to enter the nucleus is because Chort simply wouldn't let anyone else so close to itself. It is its will, and we must abide. All this shows the magnificence of Chort. Even in its most vulnerable phase, during its regeneration, it has a way to defend itself, to influence all that is around it. There were traders in the past who spoke of Chort as if it is a mere fabrication, and told that a trip to Deep Caverns would only prove their claims. Ironically for them, it proves exactly the opposite. It proves Chort's magnificence. How can I get to Nucleus? It is to the north, but all entrances are sealed at the moment. Sealed? Yes, the gate leading to Chort is closed. Thankfully, the Faceless haven't even managed to come anywhere near it, let alone breach it. Can it be opened? Only by Chort. You mean Chort can control the gate? You can say that. In fact, Chort's influence is the reason we have successfully resisted all the recent Faceless attacks, even if just barely. What exactly do you mean? And that's probably one of the loop back. Yep. What can you tell me about Cytosine Outpost? Its purpose is to provide a base of operations for all preservation forces in Deep Caverns and serves as a connection to the Institute of Chort building. We are well equipped for the time being, but we cannot afford to be wasteful during this crisis. Other than that, there isn't much I can or wish to tell you about Cytosine Outpost. Well, excuse me, Princess. What can you tell me about the surrounding areas? The most I can tell you is about the Hollow Earth Research Complex. Outside of it is mostly Faceless territory now, but there are a few points of interest, like the Warehouse Block, Karis Residential Block, and the Arc Power Station. Everything else is, to our knowledge, wild territory. Tell me about Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth used to be a secret biocore research complex. Scientists specialized in numerous fields worked here, and the vast complex was protected by the most elite soldiers. The area just outside Cytosine Outpost used to be where most of the laboratories were located, now nothing but ruin. Of course, over the years we, the Institute of Chort, have managed to extract useful research data which accelerated our own efforts. Anything else you can tell me about it? Not much you'll find immediately useful. This section of the complex is the only location that is under the control of preservation forces, and is probably the safest, outside of a few shelters scattered throughout the complex, which you can use in case the Faceless make another push. Also know that even though Tchort's minions will not harm Tchortist, as its will dictates, be careful if moving to the north, close to Nucleus, as that is where they are the most numerous. In these abnormal conditions, and you being unfamiliar to Tchort, you might risk getting attacked. Yeah, about that. Alright. We've already been to Ark. We've already basically been to Warehouse Block. What about Karis? It is where the Biocore scientists and other personnel resided up until the Hollow Earth incident. It consists of 4 large buildings and sits just past the SE3 checkpoint. That's the Hollow Earth's southeastern exit. What else can you tell me about it? Not much else, I'm afraid, other than the fact that the last time our recon units scouted the buildings, they had been infested with coil spiders. It was 30 years ago, but I doubt much has changed. Are there any other exits out of Deep Caverns other than the Cytosine Outpost elevator? There are 2 more elevators, but both are out of order. Can you tell me where to find them? He nods. One is to the north of here, just past the vehicle part. You pass through the park on your way here. The other is southwest from Karis. The first one collapsed decades ago, while the second one remains mostly intact. Have you ever used it? No. I never had the need to, although if I'm not mistaken, many decades ago, it was attached to our power grid. As far as I'm aware, it leads to lower Underrail, but I cannot confirm it. Alright. We would do missions, but don't really need missions anymore, so... Can you tell me more about Tchort's minions? Certainly. Tchort's minions are the physical manifestation of Tchort's will. To explain, as you already know, Tchort is capable of developing traits most appropriate for the environment it is in, the ones that are most likely to secure its survival. Some of these traits are only expressed once the physical form underwent a complete regeneration cycle. Others, however, related to Tchort's mental capacity and will, are always present. We aren't yet sure when did Tchort develop the ability to manipulate organic matter and mold it into living creatures. It could have been a recent trend, for all we know, and we have only scratched the surface of the exact mechanisms whereby the process is being accomplished. What we do know is that it is an extremely effective device for Tchort's preservation, making it yet another proof of its magnificence. Where does Tchort get the organic matter to produce such a number of minions? It's easily obtainable from local sources, wildlife, fungus, and even, but rarely, due to their scarcity, plants. As I said, we haven't yet investigated these mechanisms completely. But just imagine the applications if we could. He stops abruptly. I won't proceed. There are more important matters to attend to right now, Bacon. Let's leave these dreams for after we've gotten ourselves safely out of this mess. Yeah, sure. Bye. So, we have Eye of Tchort up. Does that also mean... Doesn't look like anything's spawning, interestingly enough. So we managed to dodge a bullet. Welcome back, Iodine. Please confirm your identity to proceed. Inspect. The console has numerous keys marked with strange symbols consisting of nothing but dots and dashes. You've never seen anything like it before and don't understand what they mean. Well, we may not be able to do anything about that then. Yeah, we're just gonna... Oh, really? Well, there's an easy way around that. Really? Well then, pardon me then. We won't mess with their power. There's no reason to make ourselves a menace unnecessarily. Bear traps. Probably put this back on the shortcut. So this is the mutagen tanks. Apparently we still have stacks in here. Amazing. The plush tentacle. I don't feel like shifting everything around to try hacking the 130. It probably doesn't have anything of major note. Probably don't need all that, but we'll still take it. The black eye. It's a black eye with no pupil. It's about the size of a human eye. Worth 1 oddity point. Hey look, a Detritus. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Empty mutagen container. Mutagen reagent Exodus. Pendulums again. Okay, they definitely saw me. Or that one did, anyway. So I guess it's RNG. But you're supposed to be able to find a tooth filling on detritus, which proves that it is in fact the detritus that you sent in there. I suppose is like one of the last gut punches the game will give you. Really? Really? Oh, never mind. It's not just detritus. It's literally, it's either all of them or it's the Devourers specifically. Mutated cockroach. Hide behind the corner and heal. This should be the entryway. Apparently we also need a key card. Okay then. Entertainment leaflet. It appears to be a promotional leaflet for various recreational and entertainment activities. It's mostly illegible. Worth 2 oddity points. Fortunately, these things aren't super strong, which makes sense seeing as how you're going to be massively debuffed when encountering them usually. Jeez, dude. The large machinery appears to be some sort of gate opening mechanism. While it is true that corrosion and fungus engulfing the outer shell are a clear sign the machine hasn't been maintained in decades, looking inside the mechanism would give you a more accurate insight into its condition and potential usability. The panel on the right is already open as if inviting you to look inside. Take a look inside. You begin thoroughly inspecting the machine. Inside you see a hydraulic system which drives the actuators responsible for opening and closing the gate above. Corrosion has bitten into the insides quite deeply, but most of the components appear to be functional, or could become so after minor repairs. Others, however, would need replacement parts. First, you'll need to replace the main control valve with a new one. Second, the drive shaft, by which the electric motor drives the axial piston pump, has entirely corroded and must be replaced. You take both the valve and the faulty shaft so you can use them for reference when searching for replacements. Third, the hydraulic fluid reservoir is leaked and you'll need to be patched up before you can hold any liquid. Looking at the empty canisters just to the right of the machine, you estimate you'll need about 3 of those to fully fill the reservoir. Fourth, you notice the system is connected to what appears to be a hydropneumatic accumulators, which connect to the outside of the machine. One is already in place, but the other is missing and will need to be installed. Even with all the necessary components, actually repairing the machinery is going to take a lot of time, effort, and skill, the last of which you don't think you have. Even if you were capable of performing the repairs, you'd still need to find some tools, preferably a complete set. On the other hand, what appears to be a repair bot sitting in the corner could prove useful and help you with repairs. Insert the hydraulic pump drive shaft. Oh, okay. Why is it even an option there? This small wheeled bot appears to be used for performing repairs. As its extensions imply, and was most likely placed here to service the large machinery next to it. A small panel on its side is open and labeled with AI Core. The socket itself seems to be empty, but after a brief inspection you come to the conclusion that the process of installing a new core is an uncomplicated one. It is done simply by placing a core inside the socket, and then by locking it in with the load plate. Well, just in case. Insert blue. As you predicted, the installation of the core was indeed simple. However, as soon as you lock it in, you hear a low-pitched voice coming from the bot. Taunt target, I will destroy you. You managed to pull the core out before the bot got the chance to transfer his words into action. The bot powers off and refers to its former lifeless state. You then discard the core, finding that it will be of no use to you. Yeah, thanks for that. What's your face remark? Green. As you predicted, the installation was simple. The bot turns on, and after hearing a popping sound coming from its speaker, it begins playing a dramatic piece of music. Playing Largo Al Factotum, audience. Okay then. While you find it pleasant to hear this unusual piece of music, you are aware that now is not the time for relaxation. You remove the core during one of the high notes, making it abruptly plummet into a low-pitched rumble as the bot shuts down. Still, you keep this core, saying that it might come useful at some other time. Install the red. The bot turns on after a popping sound comes from its speaker. It speaks its first words. Greetings, Male 1. Greetings, Male 1. I am Repair Unit 7. Error. Unable to use standardized naming convention. Name reassignment for target. Not reading that is mandatory. Name reassignment unknown. Override initiated. Your name will be randomly selected from a list of names that was pre-generated by Iris. Please wait. Your new name is Imbecile. Greetings, Imbecile. Greetings, Imbecile. How may I be of service? Can you help me repair this machine? Yes, this platform is equipped with all essential tools needed to repair this type of machinery. Do note, Imbecile, that I will need to be supplied with all the necessary components before I can initiate the repairs. Replacement components, if any, should be placed close to the machine you want repaired to make the process simpler and faster. Where can I find them? I cannot offer any useful information regarding that question, and I don't feel sorry about it, Imbecile. Why must you be so difficult? I was programmed to do so, and I feel enjoyment from witnessing the reactions from the targets of my rudeness, Imbecile. Goodbye, Repair Unit 7. So we had one of the major items and 2 of the 3 fluids. So we're not doing it too shabby. We'll just have to collect them from Leo. We'll just have to collect them from Leo's place when we get his knife. Now we have a clear idea of the layout over here. And with that, I believe we're going to call it here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. You'll take it easy and have a wonderful evening. And we'll pick up next time, hopefully with finding the knife, but also finding the next things we need to repair. Until then, though, take it easy. And next time we'll continue with Underrail.